Empower your mind, boost your motivation, and take a step closer to your dreams with our manifest videos and audios. Together, let's build a stronger mindset and a brighter future. Take a deep breath. Let your body soften. Let your mind settle. What if your mind doesn't have to race anymore? What if overthinking, mental exhaustion, and inner noise are not your truth, but simply energies you can clear? Everywhere your mind is stuck in loops of worry, doubt, and trying to figure it all out. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere you've been living in the prison of your thoughts, believing that thinking harder brings solutions. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Take another breath. Let the tension leave your head. Feel your shoulders drop. You were never meant to exhaust yourself with overthinking. You are infinite awareness beyond the mind. What if peace is not something you have to earn? What if peace is your natural state when you release the noise? Everywhere you've made mental exhaustion your normal, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere you've been stuck in survival mode, constantly analyzing, doubting, fearing, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe. Let your system relax. Let the mental loops untangle. Overthinking blocks your clarity. Mental exhaustion blocks your energy. But beyond that noise, you are clear, aware, powerful. Everywhere your mind has been your master instead of your tool. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere you've believed the only way to stay safe is to overthink every possibility. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Imagine what your life could feel like if your mind slowed down. Imagine creating, receiving, and enjoying life with ease. Breathe deeply. Feel the mental pressure releasing. Feel the spaciousness returning. Your brilliance shines when your mind is quiet. Your energy expands when your nervous system resets. Everywhere you've made busyness and mental chaos your identity. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere you've judged yourself for not being able to quiet your mind. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe. You are not wrong. You are not broken. Your system simply learned to stay alert, to survive. But now you get to choose something different. You get to choose peace. You get to choose presence. Everywhere you've resisted stillness because silence felt unfamiliar. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poke, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere your thoughts are looping to control the uncontrollable. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe. Let your body soften. Let your mind rest. Let your soul expand. You do not need to overthink your way to happiness. Happiness arises when your mind is quiet. Your clarity emerges from stillness, not from mental exhaustion. Everywhere you've believed worry is protection, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere you've worn overthinking like armor, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100 shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe. Release the old patterns. Let yourself remember who you truly are. You are infinite awareness. You are creative potential. You are peace embodied, everywhere your nervous system stays on alert, keeping your mind racing. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere you've made mental fatigue a part of your identity, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe, sink into presence. Notice the space expanding within you. You no longer need to analyze every outcome. You no longer need to live from fear. You are safe to trust your inner knowing. The mind is a tool, not your master. You can think clearly, intentionally, and then let go. Everywhere you've been addicted to overthinking, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere exhaustion has kept you small and stuck, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe deeply, feel the noise dissolving, feel your power returning. Imagine living without constant mental chatter. Imagine creating, receiving, resting, expanding with ease. This is your new reality. This is your natural state. It starts with choosing stillness. Everywhere you've been afraid of silence. Everywhere you've been afraid of silence, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere silence made you uncomfortable because the mind was trained to fill every space, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Everywhere you've mistaken noise for safety, busyness for control, overthinking for protection. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe. Let the resistance dissolve. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is space. Space for awareness. Space for clarity. Space for receiving. You are free to release overthinking. You are free to quiet the mental noise. You are free to reconnect with your truth. Everywhere, your nervous system has been locked in survival mode, forcing your mind to stay busy. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. You are free to reset your nervous system. You are free to soften. You are free to live beyond exhaustion. Feel your body relaxing. Feel your breath deepening. Feel your mind unwinding. You are not your thoughts. You are infinite space, infinite awareness, infinite possibility. Breathe. Feel your awareness growing. Feel your peace deepening. Feel the spaciousness returning to your being. You are enough, just as you are, even in stillness, even in the unknown, even when your mind is quiet. Everywhere you've been programmed to prove your worth through constant mental activity, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. You no longer need to overthink to be valuable. You no longer need to exhaust yourself to feel worthy. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 100, shorts, boys, POVADs, creations, bases, and beyonds. Breathe. Let the stillness expand. Let your nervous system reset. Let your mind rest. Say yes to a quiet mind. Say yes to peace. Say yes to clarity. Say yes to your infinite awareness. Say yes to your limitless potential. Say yes to you. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Your support helps me create more content like this. Thank you.